All right, let's get right back into it and an update of what's going on in and around the Springfield business community as we do each and every Wednesday, connecting with Michelle Ownbey from the Springfield Business Journal. She's the publisher, so she knows what's going on in and around the Springfield business community. Michelle, let's get right to it. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving.
I did, yes. No traveling or anything crazy, so sometimes it's nice to just stay close to home.
And prepare for all of that holiday shopping, which there's plenty of small businesses that people need to visit. All right, so make sure that you focus some of your dollars, if not most of it or all of it, on those local businesses. But Michelle, let's get into it with some of the things you've got highlighted here. One of those local businesses is setting to retire. Brian Lauer, with AB Lauer Jewelry, saying adios.
Yes, he's been in the business more than 40 years and says he's ready to wrap things up with his store over there on West Isles. But his family history actually goes back quite a bit further than that. I didn't realize over 100 years. His father, Art Lauer, purchased the Stouts Jewelers store that was founded in 1910 and then added his surname to it to make it Stout and Lauer Jewelers. Son Brian has had his own incarnation, AB Lauer Jewelers, since 2009. But as you mentioned, he is now ready to retire. There's no firm closing date, but they're in the process of selling off the remaining inventory. So look for things to be wrapping up there in the near future.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible story as far as the longevity of a business like that. And Godspeed. I'm sure that he's going to enjoy retirement, no question about it. But be sure to get out there to AB Lauer. Maybe you can find something just right for your loved ones to add to their jewelry collection. Michelle Ownbey with us from the Springfield Business Journal. Talk about Bee's Creative Studio. What is this?
Yes, well, this is kind of a pleasant sequel to something we talked about earlier this year. Brandy Fletcher just opened Bee's Creative Studio in March. She was over there on Wabash right next to Penny Lane, and she'd been in the photography business for many years and kind of expanded into painting furniture and home decor, personalized gift items and things like that, and decided to open up a retail location. But she has already outgrown that initial space. She's also offering a lot of workshops for kids and adults and studio space for artists who want to work on their own projects. So as of this past Saturday, Small Business Saturday, of course, she relocated the business to 1305 Wabash Avenue, which is kind of that little strip center there across from Sonic. So she's now got 1,800 square feet, and we hope that expansion lasts her for a while, but it's great to see that a new business is already doing so well that they have to expand within the first year.
Yeah, it really does say a lot to what exactly, the different types of entrepreneurs we have and the ideas they have and the things that they can bring to the community. So very cool stuff with Bee's Creative Studio. Michelle Ownbey, Springfield Business Journal, how can people get a hand on the latest copy?
Well, if you go to springfieldbusinessjournal.com, you can sign up for Biz Bites. That's our newsletter that comes out every Wednesday afternoon. So we'll be sending it out later today with a roundup of what's happening. Or, of course, you can also sign up for the print edition. And for just $35 a year, you can make sure you get that delivered directly to your home or office.
A couple other things to talk about here. You've got the Sangamon County Department of Public Health with a $5 million expansion. Talk about that.
Yeah, speaking of expansions, this is a pretty significant one. Of course, there's a lot of those ARPA funds going around, and that's what's being used for this, the county's share of the American Rescue Plan funds. They're going to consolidate some services that are currently scattered around town into one location. In addition to the health department and the health services we think of, they do rental and utility assistance, unemployment training, all kinds of other services. And of course, they've got that temporary building that was set up next to the main building back in the early days of the COVID vaccinations. They're now going to convert that to a permanent structure and have enclosed drive-through lanes where people can get the vaccines, not just for COVID, but other types of immunizations without having to get out of their car. It's all about making it as convenient as possible. So they're thinking that those improvements will be done by late next year or early 2024. But as you said, it is a $5 million project, so pretty significant.
And finally, I think something a lot of people are seeing the tents go up and all of the Christmas decorations just north of the governor's mansion. What is going on with the holiday markets?
Yes, well, for everybody that misses the downtown it now that we're out of season. You can get a taste of that this weekend. The Illinois Product Holiday Market is returning, and you'll actually have several options. It starts on Friday at 4 o'clock, 4 to 9 on Saturday, or Friday, I'm sorry, so you can stop by after work. And then it's going on Saturday and Sunday as well. It's on the Y Block. As you said, they're setting up those tents across from the governor's mansion. So whether you're doing some holiday shopping to buy gifts or just some things for yourself, you'll have a lot of options. They're going to have live entertainment and some kids' crafts and activities too. So combined with the holiday walks that are going on downtown, there'll be all kinds of action taking place this weekend.
Well, Michelle, obviously a lot of things going on and plenty of things for people to check out. And, of course, the Springfield Business Journal has all of it. Greatly appreciate your time, as always, and we'll talk again next week, all right?
All right. Thanks, Greg.
It is